Hi, my name is Professor Sam, and I'm a professor here at Lasell University in the School of Fashion. I teach apparel construction techniques 1 and 2 and manage the sewing studios here. So, to start, the easiest way to thread this is if there is already a thread threaded into the machine. You can just throw your spool of thread right onto the thread holder and tie a quick knot with the already threaded machine and your spool. And that way, you can just lift up the foot and pull the thread all the way through to quick thread your machine. But if not, we can start from the beginning. Okay. So never forget to thread this top eyelet, which will feed the thread directly into the machine. Usually there will be a tension disc at the top, which will be your first threading. But if you are missing the tension disc, you can just go ahead and thread through this bottom hole right here. This will lead you to the 2 eyelets right here, and you'll want to snake them through, which means going through the same side on both holes. So from back to front and back to front. From here, you'll follow down to the tension disc and come up and grab the take-up spring so that when you pull on the thread, it wiggles the take-up spring just a bit. And this is what will really hold the thread and give it the tension while you're sewing. After you grab the take-up spring, you're going to come down and grab this arm and then come up to form a triangle coming through this arm, this eyelet, and then this arm again. Just like that. Then there's another arm that is attached to the needle shaft. And then one last eyelet guide to guide you into the needle. And always thread the needle from left to right, or the outside to the inside of the machine. If you don't do this, you won't be able to make any stitches. So here we're going to show you how to thread the bobbin correctly. You have your bobbin here and your bobbin casing. So you're going to put your bobbin onto the bobbin shaft on the right side of the machine, and always put your thread onto the right spool and then follow up to the right eyelet. Then you're going to follow down to the bobbin tension disc and first go through this eyelet and then follow clockwise into the tension disc. This will bring you right to the bobbin, and then you're going to go around the bobbin clockwise as well a few times, and then thread through one of the many eyelets inside of the bobbin. This will hold your thread in place, and then you'll push the arm to make sure that it lands in between both edges of the bobbin. And then you can go ahead and thread your bobbin, making sure that your foot is raised from the feed dog so that it doesn't scrape on the bottom. And then you can go ahead and just step on the foot, and it will spin your bobbin for you. And there's your finished bobbin. So now that you have your bobbin fully wound, we're going to be putting it inside of our bobbin casing. And this bobbin casing will go into the machine to help you stitch. So when you put the bobbin into your casing, you want to make sure that it's spinning counterclockwise inside of the case. So you'll put it in, and then make sure that the thread comes through this slit and then under the arm into this eyelet right here. This will neatly guide your thread into the machine, and again, make sure that it's spinning counterclockwise. And when you put this into the machine, you want to make sure that this divot right here is always facing upwards towards the needle. Right. And right here, there's a little arm that will assist in your putting the bobbin into the machine and taking it out. So when you go to put the bobbin casing into the machine, you can hold on to the arm with the divot up and make sure that when you put it into the machine, you hear a nice click. And that makes sure that the bobbin is thoroughly into the machine. Now hold your top thread and spin the needle just once so that it lifts up the bobbin thread, and pull them all out, and then into the foot and to the back, and then you're ready to stitch. So with the divot up, you're going to hold on to the arm of the bobbin casing and place it inside of the bobbin holder, which is underneath the machine. You're going to want to make sure that you hear that click, knowing that it is inside of the machine correctly. Now usually you'll be doing this blindly with the machine pointed down, but you can always open up this door right here so that you have a better view of what you're doing underneath.